Hello, good morning children. Today we are going to take up Surface Chemistry Unit 5 Part 3. Here we are going to start with the topic Adsorption Isotherms. Now what do you mean by Adsorption Isotherms? These are actually curves which show the variation between amount of gas adsorbed by the adsorbent and pressure at constant temperature. Now under the adsorption isotherms we have Friend X adsorption isotherm. Now this isotherm gives relationship between quantity of gas adsorbed by unit mass of solid adsorbent and pressure at a particular temperature. Now the relationship is actually represented in form of a curve. Now if we look at this curve, see I keep pressure as fixed. See this is the line. So pressure is fixed at this value. So here we have fixed pressure and fixed pressure. Now when we keep fixed pressure and we see the highest temperature is 273, among the three temperatures given here the highest temperature is 273. At this point the x by m value is the least, and if we go to the least temperature the x by m value is the highest. So we can conclude that at fixed pressure with rise in temperature physical adsorption, that is x by m, decreases. And one more thing we can note that when the pressure is approaching maximum value, means pressure is high, at that point saturation is there and adsorption becomes constant. Now next we move on to the equation. This is the equation. X by m is equal to k into p to the power 1 by n, where n is greater than 1. And the terms used in this equation are m stands for mass of the adsorbent, x is mass of the gas adsorbed, p pressure, and k and n are constants which depend upon the nature of adsorbent and the gas. Now if we try to take log on both the sides of this equation, we will get log x by m is equal to log k plus 1 by n into log p. Now we move on to the next, validity of Friend X isotherm. Now see this graph. Here on x axis we have log p and y axis we have log x by m, and the plot comes out to be a straight line. So when we take log x by m on the y axis and log p on the x axis and we get a straight line, then the Friend X isotherm is valid. After the validity of this isotherm, we move on to the next thing, that is to find the slope. So the straight line which we got, the slope for that straight line is 1 by n, and the intercept is log k. So slope is 1 by n and intercept is log k, and these values you have to remember. It is important to remember these values of slope and intercept. Now conclusions from Friend X isotherm. Now we have 4 conclusions here. The first conclusion is that value of 1 by n is from 0 to 1. Second conclusion is that this equation holds good. This equation holds good over a limited range of pressure only. Now if we keep 1 by n as 0 in this expression, if we keep 1 by n as 0, then x by m becomes equal to k, which is a constant. It means adsorption becomes independent of pressure. Now if we keep 1 by n equal to 1, then x by m becomes equal to k into p, which means that x by m is directly proportional to p. Thus adsorption varies directly with pressure in this case. Now here in this graph you can see there is a value indicated Ps, and see corresponding to this, if we see, the adsorption remains constant. So this pressure is known as saturation pressure or PS. Now we are going to read this graph. If you look at this graph, we will see that at low pressure X by M is equal to K into P. At high pressure X by M becomes equal to K, and at intermediate pressure X by M is equal to K into P to the power 1 by N. Limitations of Friend X isotherm. First limitation is that it is an approximate one. Second limitation is that it fails at high pressure because at high pressure adsorption reaches a saturation value, and it is suitable only for low pressure because it deviates at high pressure. Now Friend X equation for solution phase, we have X by M is equal to K into C to the power 1 by N. You can see here P is replaced by C in case of solutions. C is actually equilibrium concentration, and if we take log for this equation, we will get log X by M is equal to log K plus 1 by N log C. And if we plot a graph between log X by M and log C, we will get a straight line which shows the validity of Friend X isotherm. And it is actually tested experimentally by taking solutions of different concentration of acetic acid in equal volumes, and it is added to equal amounts of charcoal in different flasks, and the validity is checked experimentally, and it is found to be true.